this week's episode of All Things Motoring, Mike attends the Piston Ring Club birthday bash. And Ernest is back with part 2 of the Classic Car and Bike Show. This is a show that continues our journey down memory lane.
The year is 1989. Sure releases a hit single, If I Could Turn Back Time. And some of the words are, if I could, I truly would. Today we're at the Piston Ring Club. Third Sunday of every month, they have this kind of event. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Every time we come to an event like this, I see cars that I've never seen. Today it's a little bit different. It's not tens of cars, it's literally hundreds of cars. Am I in awe? Absolutely. By the end of this, I hope you will be too. If you think of the 1980s, whether you're a fan of Ford or not, Ford Sierra, Ford Sapphire, they stand out. And there were two engines at the time that particularly stood out. The XR6, a 3-litre V6, and the XR8, a 5-litre V8. Then, overseas, they had something slightly different. A Ford Sapphire, 2-litre turbo.
Turbo Cosworth, yeah, it's a Cosworth motor.
Amazing.
But a special mode, yeah.
Now, Devan, if you think of it, at the time, small 2-litre engines were definitely not the norm in cars this size. But Ford went with a brand that is Cosworth, and they got some decent power out of this. 150 kilowatts and 276 newton meters of torque. You heard the power output from me, but that's easy. You just go into Wikipedia to find that. But for more information, as Ernest would say, we throw it to the voice in the sky.
The Ford Sierra RS Cosworth has an intriguing, albeit limited, history in South Africa. The Sierra itself was introduced to the South African market in the early 1980s as a modern, aerodynamic family car, produced locally at Ford's Silverton plant near Pretoria. However, the high-performance RS Cosworth variant was never officially sold in South Africa due to its niche appeal and the small market for high-performance European sports sedans at the time. The Ford Sierra RS Cosworth, developed in Europe in partnership with Cosworth, was imported in 1986 as a homologation special for Group A racing. It featured a turbocharged 2-litre double overhead cam engine, producing an impressive 150 kilowatts and 276 newton meters. While South African buyers didn't get the RS Cosworth through official channels, a small number were privately imported by enthusiasts who wanted its high performance and racing pedigree. Today, the Ford Sierra RS Cosworth and Sapphire RS Cosworth holds legendary status in South Africa among classic car collectors and motorsport fans. The few imported models are highly sought after, representing a piece of European motorsport heritage in the South African automotive landscape.
On the road, a car like this must be incredibly drivable. What is it like?
It's drivable, it's smooth, it's pedal power,
Yeah.
it's good.
But like the engine, tractable, third, fourth gear, relatively low res, does it pull strongly?
Yeah, it pulls strong, yes, it does.
Now, how many of these are in South Africa?
At the moment, I think this is a 2-wheel drive,
Right.
and then they brought in the 4-wheel drive as well. So I would say about 4 of these and maybe 5 of the 4-wheel drive, something like that.
So when you see this car, as you'll see on screen right now, it's in absolute immaculate condition. But look at the seats, the side bolsters, absolutely incredible. Truly, the first time I've seen it. Devan, I'll say it to everybody, if you're going to sell this car one day, where are you going to sell it?
Someone local, or I'll sell it to you.
Shake on that.
Sure.
I've always believed the success of a brand depends on how loyal your customers are to you. When you think of Alfa Romeo, when you think of Porsche, you're always going to go to a meet where you're going to see old Alfas and old Porsches. There's one other brand, Roy. What is that people are absolutely loyal to? I want to hear it out of your mouth.
The Blue Blood Ford.
The Oval of Ford. You've got a very, very nice title. You are the chairman of the Ford Club. Tell us about the club.
So back in 2007, we decided to start it as an official car club, classic car club. The club is essentially to share your tales, experiences, and the car needs to kind of represent what did your grandfather have in the day, or your father, or your aunt or uncle, They all had one. Everybody's got a story to tell about a specific car. So that's the essence of it. It's keeping it true to the originality. But at the same time, we do have cars that are slightly flared up and, you know, but we try to keep it as what Ford made it back in the day. At the time, there were other clubs about, and we decided to be unique. There happened to be quite a lot of Ford Escorts on the roads, and we wanted to be Escort. As time went by, and other Ford brands started joining in because there was no space for them. And we grew them to the point where we could say, now you can go on your own and do your own thing as your own type of club. So we've evolved over the years. I mean, it just started out as Escorts, but now it's a Ford club.
Lovely. So if you're looking to join the ideal Ford Club, on your screen right now, you'll see the details. So let me tell you what I've seen today. Tens of Fords, and they welcome you, for example. Thank you for chatting to us. And so that's which low price Ford Classic I can buy.
Around here?
Nothing.
No. The Sierra there might be a good option, but at this stage we try and keep it close to the heart.
Nice.
Yes.
Guys, the days of bargains are gone. All I can say, anybody who's looking to buy a classic, do it now because it's going to be a lot more expensive in 5 years. And if you do it in 5 years, it's going to be a lot more expensive 5 years from then. So what am I saying? Classics always go up in value.